Hi everybody, welcome to today's lecture. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the hospital planning team, which comes under Unit 2 from Hospital Architecture, Planning, Design and Maintenance. Okay, so in this video, we are going to discuss about what is planning team and what are the difficulties faced by the planning team and basic reasons for the hospital's existence, followed by what are the overall function and the activity components and who is a hospital consultant and what is his roles and responsibilities, followed by who is an experienced consultant and what is the difference between hospital consultant and experienced consultant, and next the first step in planning and followed by the core group, and we are going to discuss like who will be present in this core group and what are all their functions likewise. Okay, so first coming to this planning team, the technical requirements of a particular professional group in isolation have led to creation of physical forms limited in their utility. So this technical requirements mainly led to the creation of this planning team. On the other hand, the interest of administrators is attracted by other than technical requirements of patients, community and owners. Here they refer to the hospital administrators. So a critical understanding of these relationships is necessary to blend the difference of professional prestige, functional requirements and their administrative considerations likewise. So you must have a clear understanding about the relationship between different functions of the hospital, different departments in the hospital and how they are more or less associated with the role of a hospital consultant. Okay, now we will move to the difficulties faced by the planning team. So here the suitably qualified and competent planning staff are very scarce to find. So that is one of the major difficulties faced by the healthcare industry. So you cannot find an experienced planning staff very easily. It is actually a tedious process. You have to undergo a lot of scrutiny to recruit one such people. So it takes a very long time to do the necessary work in a careful manner at each and every stage. So therefore the key feature in planning of all good medical facilities should be the extensive participation of the medical staff in the process. So we want full cooperation from the medical staff in order to plan an effective hospital. So in the initial stages, the time spent on spelling out clearly what you want will lead to save time in the future. So in the initial stage itself, if you clearly explain like what are all your requirements to the planning team, so you can save time in the future. So approximately about 10 to 12% of the proposed outlay on construction can be saved if you clearly tell or if you clearly propose like what are all your requirements in the initial stage. Next, coming to like what is the basic reason for the hospital's existence. So as we all know, like the basic reason for hospital existence is to provide care and is to provide good treatment to the patients who come to that hospital. So hospitals which have been designed only to meet the health professional needs have failed to develop an environment which meets the patient needs. A doctor will be satisfied by the construction actually, whereas the patient might not be satisfied with the care given to that needy or given to that patient. So this planning team's view, it must relate to this regard for the needs of patient, or they must plan the hospital which satisfy the need of patient, staffs and visitors too. Here the role of an architect plays. Next, coming to overall function and what are all the activity components. So there is a strong need to educate the planning group, especially the non-medical members of the group, in the description of space and activities. So this design of the hospital, it must meet the patient's need as human beings and it must meet the need as his or her social habits, privacy or their food habits likewise. So you must focus on the dietary department too when you are planning a hospital design. Next, one of the important issue that a planning team face is the lack of technical knowledge. So the lack of common technical knowledge needed for understanding of the common objective of the group tends to delay the process. So many non-medical members also will be present in the planning team. What happens is they might lag in the common technical knowledge. So, if you are recruiting a person in a planning team, you must make sure that they are well versed in the common technical language. Next, coming to this hospital consultant. So the utilization of a competent hospital administrator or consultant is very much important when it comes to planning a hospital. So in Europe and USA, a class of professionals called this hospital consultant has emerged as a separate profession itself. Whereas in India, we consider an experienced doctor to be a hospital consultant. This happens in India, but considering this Europe and USA, they have a separate set of professionals for who call themselves as a hospital consultant. So a professional who is very well trained as a hospital administrator with adequate experience is called as a hospital consultant. Okay, now who is called as an experienced consultant? So this experienced consultant would have opportunities to study the operation of many hospitals and similar institutions, and he might have got the opportunity to work in different kind of situations and to compare ideas and developments with others in the medical care field. So he will be very well versed in this hospital or healthcare industry and in planning of a hospital too. So what is this, why do we give so much of importance to this experienced consultant? Why? Because he can approach a problem objectively and he can bring proper perspective both to solve the problem and to plan for the future. That is, he will avoid the same problem repeating in the future. So only the specialized person have this kind of knowledge. So they are called as this experienced consultant. Next. So what is this first step in planning? So initially the first step in planning a hospital project is to assemble a planning team. So you have to design a planning team. You have to recruit a planning team correctly. They must have the knowledge about the technical language. So the nucleus of the team, it usually consists of a hospital consultant, one or two medical and lay administrators, a nursing administrator and hospital architect. It is a must that you must have a nursing administrator in your planning team. It will be very well helpful for the planning team to design the services which will be offered by the hospital in future. So this nurse administrators, they feel that this nurse tend to be brought into react to plays, to plans drawn up by others rather than to participate in their preparation. So what they mean is, like, nursing administrators usually what they feel is, why should we nurse get involved in the planning process? No, we are not going to involve, whereas we'll just involve in the service which is going to be offered by the hospital. No, it is not. Planning team must involve a nursing administrator here. Next comes this core group. Okay, so this hospital consultant and one or two medical administrative personnel, they would work without other medical members in the early stages of the project. So if this is the initial stage of commencement of this project, then this hospital administrator, he will get help from one or two other medical administrative personnel and they will work together to set up this planning team. However, this core team, they will need to be enlarged gradually as the project develops. Okay, so now initially they have set up the planning team and one hospital consultant along with other two medical professionals. They started working. But what happens is, gradually you have to add more and more numbers to the planning team, because you need help of each and every department in the hospital in order to get a better idea of the architecture of each and every department. So you have to add a hospital engineer to your planning team, followed by a financial expert. Yes, a financial expert is expert, and he is very necessary to the planning team, because he is going to help you to plan the budget for the hospital construction likewise. And then you have to include all the experts in various departments. It is also one of the necessary component of this planning team. So hope you're clear with this core group. So in a nutshell, today we have discussed about what is a planning team and what is the role of a hospital consultant, and followed by what is the importance of an experienced consultant and how he will help you in solving the problems and how he will prevent the problems from occurring in future. And then what are all the steps involved in planning? We discussed about the initial first step, that is setting up the planning team, followed by the core group. Like initially you will have a consultant, and as time passes by, gradually you have to increase the count of members who are present in the planning team. Hope you all understood today's lecture. Thank you all.